Okay, we're just getting things together here. Here we go. Perfect. We are live and everything appears to be set up and ready to go. Everything rearranged so I can see it. Cool. Okay. So hopefully people like my new background. Diane said it was a little bit unprofessional, and now I have the Northern Lights. I'm looking for alternate new picture backgrounds if people have something that might work, and I'm still tuning things a little bit. There's a tiny little shadow that's causing some problems. So another crazy energy day. I wanted to talk quickly about what self-worth is, why self-worth is so important, etc. Because if you've lived on this planet for any period of time, it's a big thing. People cut you down for your self-worth. They want to be better than you. They want to have more followers. They want all these things that are related to what I'd call doubting ourselves. So to doubt ourselves, we basically have to find somebody that's lesser than ourselves and then build off it so that we're more worthy than them, or we compare ourselves, and it's exhausting. And I'd ask people to just look into their life and just see where they compare themselves to other people. They're getting better, they're doing better, especially in spiritual communities. Who's more ascended, who's doing their healing work, who's healing others. These are all things where we compare back and forth, hoping to determine if we're on the path by comparison to others. So it just basically distracts us from looking inside. So we're looking outward. We're trained to look outward for love. We're trained to look out for success on the outside. But really the path we're on, the journey we're on right now, is about finding our success inside, turning the perception inward so that we're always, always, always looking at ourselves and what feels right in our heart. And it shouldn't be a comparison to anybody else, because everybody else's journey is different, how they went, if they're making money yet or not, or vice versa, how big their house is, how many kids they have. All these things are all 3D reality kind of assessments of, are we successful? But really what we're being forced to do with more of a 4D, 5D perspective is to look inside. And this is hard. We're all being crushed by all the circumstances, the control, the other things that are going on in the world. So we can start to find our inherent godhood. And godhood isn't a word that's used very often, but it's our realizing that we're a fragment of God. We're a divine creator just as much as God, and that we came here on a journey to find that essence. And people that are light workers, leading the pack, wayfinders, whatever you want to call it, lighthouses, are people that are doing a journey of self-mastery to try and get back to our realization that we're part of God, and then to start to get out of the story of control and the matrix we have, and start to make conscious choices, start to create new realities, start to create new possibility. And to do that worth thing, most people would say, okay, well, that's how much I can charge an hour, or whether I'm worthy of ascending, or whether I'm worthy of having children, or whatever. Those are more 3D definitions of it, where the self-worth here is things like, simple things like integrity. Do you follow through with your word? Do you say things and be accountable on your energy? Do you take self-responsibility for the things that show up, and not being a victim or not good enough to be able to go on a path? So self-worth is a self-determination through self-mastery, where we finally start to set up things like boundaries and say, okay, I'm worth this much, and I'm not going to give away this gift of who I am, or the healing gift that I have, without having some balance. and trusting that you're worthy of having that balance. It's not about the pursuit of money or comparing the charges or whatever. The universe will always work out the balance in the end. But a lot of times we've kind of self-deprecated is the word I like to call it. So self-deprecated means you've kind of kept yourself low so that you're always safe, that you're in balance with everybody else. And it can be kind of a messy thing sometimes, because when you're self-deprecated like that, you're always lesser and you lose yourself. You lose your boundaries. You lose when you should stand your ground, when you should ask for more, when you should basically try and choose yourself first. And self-worth is something, when we're in full self-worth, we're always choosing ourselves first. Am I getting value back? Is this person listening to me? Are they providing some balance back and forth? Are they respecting me if I'm giving them information and it's out of balance? Are they at least respecting me and being humble about it and saying, okay, yeah, I'm listening, I'm hearing, I'll try it. So we get in a process in our world where we're trying to get a job to get self-worth, and we want to get ahead, and we want to get the higher salary, and we want to be the manager, and we want to be the owner of the company. All these kind of things. All these things don't really set our self-worth. They just say, okay, maybe I can charge more money, but self-worth is in here. So we end up chasing it, where it's like, okay, I'm going to be better, and I'm going to take this course, and I'm going to get it. And you remember in my last video, I said, we're all waiting until we get there. That's what self-worth is as well. What are we doing to get to a place where we'll finally make a choice that we're worthy of? Because worthy and self-worth are one and the same. So worthy means, am I even allowed to have this? And a lot of us have a whole bunch of karmic shit from our past and other things that will shoot us down. We have family lineage problems that have massive self-worth problems in them. So you're going to get that from your parents. You don't even know you've got self-worth issues. If you've heard things like money doesn't go on trees and it makes you feel bad that you can't have something or whatever, those are self-worth programmings that are inside of our being. So what I'm saying is the quickest path to finding self-worth is to look inside. Start asking questions when you don't feel you're worthy, or something says, I can't have this, or this doesn't feel right, or whatever. You start looking at it and you start saying, okay, why can't I have it? Why am I not allowed to have it? What thing did I get told? And a lot of times it'll be something that our parents said, oh, you can't have that because you're not a good enough boy or girl or whatever, or it could be money related or other things. And it just says a no in your energy before you even figure out if you got enough money to have it, to whatever. So we end up making unconscious choices that keep us in the hole of not worthy. So I just want you to be a little bit aware, because I'm doing it all the time. Why do I set myself lower? Why do I set my price lower? Why am I worried about charging money? Why is money not showing up? Why are these things? And I start assessing it. It's like, oh, well, I do IT for a living. I can easily make $100 an hour helping people. But at the same time, if I want to do that spiritual work, people are concerned about paying that amount of money. But my technical and my problem solving ability and all these things are massive to be able to help people work through things. And if I combine my spiritual knowledge with my solving problem knowledge, that's an engineer, which is really highly refined, shouldn't I be even charging more? So why is that self-worth thing there? Okay, well, spiritual knowledge should be given for free and we're just here to, money is just the construct or whatever. Well, we still got to live. We still got to pay our bills. We still got to survive every day. So start looking at self-worth. Okay, why do I feel lesser? Why am I small? Why do I not feel like my opinion matters? Start asking those questions. You're going to feel it in your body. It's going to be tight and you're going to be like curled up or whatever. My right hip is always sticking forward. And it's that inner battle of the things that you've been taught that says you might not be worthy or you're not good enough or whatever. Well, you're God inside. So why is God not coming forward that can do anything? Start thinking about that. Okay, our Godhood, our higher self, our infinite soul, whatever you want to call it, the part that keeps coming back, knows we have all this. So that part of ourselves is asking for us to eventually step fully into ourselves. And then the task is just starting to scrape away at what is saying no, what beliefs are there, and then eventually an avalanche starts to happen. It's like, holy frick, look how powerful I am. Look at the things that I've done. Look at how much successful I've been in my spirituality. I've done all my work. I've looked deep. I've looked at my shadow. I can stand up to anything. How many of us reward ourselves for that? Because I know I've struggled with that in the last little while, and it's huge. It's huge. The person that I've become in the last 10 years is radically different. And people see it. They see my light. They see the excitement in my eyes. And when I get excited about talking about a topic or whatever, they feel the energy of it because I've done that work inside. So now I got to make self-worth with that. So it's like, holy frick, I have a gift to offer this world. What's your gift? Why aren't you doing it? Why haven't you started it? These are all questions I'm asking myself right now. I'm not expecting you to do work that I'm not doing. This is shit that's happening right here and right now. I really, really want to start on my path. I really, really want to build this community. I really want to work with people on a regular basis. And I keep shooting myself down. So it ends up, we get to this point where we start to realize that 3D just painted us with a brush that everybody's kind of doesn't have self-worth, doesn't really worthy of money. It's a kind of a slavery thing. So instead, what we have to do is we have to start releasing all that, starting to understand that that was done for a control mechanism. And then we start a new path of just kind of whitewashing what was and try something new. And that's our infinite creator. It wants a clean canvas. If you have a canvas and it's only got a little square about this big around that doesn't have some words on it already, how are you going to paint? You need the clear canvas. So 5D is this infinite white clear canvas that fills the whole screen that you can now start to construct on. So that's not going to be simple from a 3D mind perspective, but it's going to be simple in your heart. Your heart's going to say, okay, yeah, I want to create and I want a blank canvas. So I'm just going to let go of the past. And yesterday, a young man was talking to me and he says, release those blocks and insert wonder in there. The word wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R, and just start to feel it. It's a purity and an innocence. And it's like, I wonder what I can create in this situation. I wonder with this blank white canvas, what's possible now? Because in the past, these things weren't possible. Now I'm a new person. I'm a new energy. I'm a new vibration. So what's now possible? Do I have self-worth in this new world? Does this thing have value to other people that I can now see that maybe I couldn't see before? So I'm going to guarantee every one of you has self-worth. Every one of you have a gift that's very, very, very important to this world. We all have little keys and they come together like puzzle pieces and magic starts to happen. So what I'm suggesting, go look at self-worth. You should get a balanced return on when you give these gifts. You should have people that respect you. You should have positive results. You should have all these things. This is all part of self-worth. But when you're not worthy of them and you're just like a beat down person, which is what the control and the darkness wanted from us, you can't get what you need. You can't move forward. So let's start with self-worth. Where are you missing your self-worth? And where can you start painting a new canvas in 5D that has self-worth? Because I know I have gifts. I know these things that I speak about in here sometimes trigger people and make them feel uncomfortable. But the key is there's infinite, the divine knowledge that's underneath it that I need to share. And it's a different perspective that I've found in my journey. So that has a value now that I can share with other people. And they can say, oh, that really resonates in my heart. Or they can say, holy shit, that scares the frick out of me and walk away. But I know what I'm saying is truth. I'm not going to, I had to have tried it and did it and ran into that wall and other things before I'm even going to speak about it to anyone. So what are the gifts that you have? What do you understand that nobody else understands? What's your gift, your clairs, your clairsentience, clairaudience, cognizance, all these things? That's a gift. You can use that. You can get feedback for other people. You can speak to them. You can do oracle card readings. You can work in a stock trading company and maybe you'll know where the stocks are or whatever. These gifts are all part of who we are. But a lot of times we give them away from free because we don't value them, because we have low self-worth, low self-esteem, and we don't feel worthy. So where don't you feel worthy? And start looking at the whys. And if there's questions, put them in the bottom. We'll talk more. But I hope this helps, because I'm working on my self-worth right now. I have a lot to give to this world, and I'm stepping up, and I'm really proud of them. So I love you all. I hope this helps. I hope you like the new background, and I'll see some other ones. This is just the first one that came out that was cool. So have a great night, and I love you, and we'll talk more soon. And thank you for listening. Have a good day.